classic independent school team camp. Me and my guys, we about to go out here and work. Yes, sir, it comes. Arco, Arco, Arco. Back this way. 2 lines.
All right, we here at New Heights today with Deron Rippey Jr., better known as Ron Rip. What up, my boy?
What's good?
How you doing?
I'm good.
So y'all don't know, probably one of the hottest point guards out right now. Would you say?
Yeah, I would say after this month for sure.
How was this month? You was playing a lot of basketball. Like, walk us through like everything you had to do.
Yeah, so it's been a low-key a hectic month. I started out, I left school early, like a week early, fly out to Italy for the Adidas Eurocamp. Had a good time there. Came back, took a couple of days off, went to MPPA, Top 100, and then after that ended, flew into USA U19 training camp. And things didn't go the way I wanted to, but it was honestly a good run. I made it back to finalists, and it really concluded the month in all the camps like really well. So.
We're gonna go to Kamzi. Hey! That's all he can do. Every time I get in a lane, he's smacking my arm. Every move I make, he's reaching across my body every time. I just want you to watch it though. Thank you. Hey. Hey. Man. Hey. Why they talking crazy? We gonna see them again though. He's there. I've been playing against him since last year. Every game we play, he tried to pick me up full court and foul me every time.
Talk about going to Italy. How was that? Like, that probably was that your first time like abroad for basketball or something like that?
That was my first time out the country.
First time out the country.
Yeah.
Okay, so how was that? And you caught some crazy body out there. That body was crazy. Step up put it under.
Nah, Italy was fire, bro. Just like being out there, you know, being able to experience, like learning from like some NBA guys, you know, it's guys that worked with TJ McConnell, the Boston Celtics, so it was fun. And we got to, you know, spend a lot of hours in the gym. And then after that, we was touring cities. We went to Milan, Venice, Lake Como, so it was just a bunch of beautiful views while learning from the highest to the highest. So it was.
So that was basically all like the top like Adidas guys that were there. So yeah, that's fire. Then you go to top 100 camp, first team at that. How is it like now? Like you really like coming into your own, like one of the best point guards in the country. You showing it at that's the like highest level right there, top 100 camp. How's that?
Now, yeah, I've been competing against a lot of those guys for a very long time. So just being able to be in the same space as them, you know, throughout many events of the year, I kind of get a little bit comfortable, and I kind of understand like what I have to do to separate myself. You know, staying aggressive, offensively and defensively. You know, a lot of coaches was there, so you know, I definitely had to put on. There was a couple offense I was waiting for out there, so I was being extra aggressive and just making sure that I was trying to get wins and be competitive.
Let's jump into that. You got every offer in the country off the past like 3 weeks and stuff like that. Did you have like a dream school that you wanted to get offered by? Of course, like you might not pick your dream school at the end, but like was this like any school you're like, damn, I really got this offer now? I remember as a little kid I wanted to go there.
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Growing up, my dream offers was always North Carolina and UConn. I only got one of those now, but you know it's cool. Yeah, those really my main.
Yeah. So then you also got Duke. We were at their game the other day. Every school in the country is there. How does that feel? Like, do you remember your first offer? Like, how old you were?
My first offer was, I want to say Hofstra.
So how does that like first offer feeling compared to like getting all these offers now? It's probably like that probably felt even better. Like you were that young at that point.
I ain't gonna lie. The first offer was a different feeling. Like, when I first got it and I realized like I could play at the next level, it was like low-key just heartwarming just because like that's always been my dream.
That's fire. And then of course Team USA. You made it to the top 18, ultimately didn't end up making it. We all think he should have made it and stuff like that. But how does that feel? I know like it's like you're excited to be top 18, but at the same time you're a competitor. So like you probably want to be there. You think you should have made it. So how was like that experience?
Yeah, I made the final 18 like all 3 times. I tried out for a USA team. I never made the team, but just being able to separate myself from, you know, like 37 kids, making it to 18 is always a blessing. That definitely holds weight, you know, in the eyes of like all those scouts and coaches that are out there. So I was a little bit comfortable in the situation, to be honest, but uncomfortable at the same time. Like I made it last 2 times. This being my 3rd time in the final 18, I just really wanted to like make a change, like do something different so I could, you know, make the team. But, you know, things didn't go my way. There's just more motivation. I mean, just being overlooked, not necessarily overlooked, but not being picked for the team, you know, just more fuel to the fire for me. If they don't see me as a fit for the team, then I'm going to just keep working and I'm going to prove that I deserve to be on the team in the long run and what I do in my future.
Oh, yeah, love that. Now let's talk about, like, your game a little bit. I feel like earlier in your career, like, people would be like, oh, like, athletic, point guard, stuff like that. But, like, watching you now, like, I wouldn't even – if I didn't see you dunk, I would not even think, like, oh, you're some athletic point guard, which is good because you could come down, punch on somebody. But watching you the other day, you so in control, controlling the game. Like, talk about that, becoming, like, that true point guard, but, like a lethal point guard of that level.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel like everyone understands that I'm athletic now, but, you know, I try to really, you know, round out my game a little bit. You know, being a small guard at the next level, you really got to be able to do a lot of things at a high level. So, you know, being able to guard, pass with both hands, shoot, even most guards at the next level are going to be athletic. So these are things that you really have to keep in mind that you have in your game, you know, just to be able to play. So those are all things I take pride in, and I just try to, you know, have different like blends in my game so I can play.
Now you make great points, like, because a lot of smaller guards think like, okay, like I can score now, but at the next level, all small guards should score.
Yeah.
All small guards could dish to the big. Like, what else are you doing? How are you impacting the game? And you're showing a lot of signs of that. You from Brooklyn, like you make that known, like everything you put and stuff like that. I'm from Brooklyn. We all know you go to Blair Academy in New Jersey. What does like being from New York like mean to you, like in the basketball space? Of course, like you go to prep school and stuff like that. You had to make business decisions, but what does it mean? Like, yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, bro. Like,
I go to school in Jersey, but I'm from Brooklyn, so being from Brooklyn means carrying on that legacy. You know, a bunch of great hoopers, especially point guards. Stephon Marbury, Sebastian Telfair. There's a lot of guys that I can name, you know, not even from Brooklyn, just in the whole, for me, like history of New York City basketball. So my dad was really influential in Brooklyn, playing in basketball. A lot of people know him. So just being, you know, part of that legacy, that I really take pride in that because I just want to carry that pride, you know, wherever I step on the court. There's not a lot of hoopers that come from Brooklyn, you know, that get to go to all these top events, you know, play at the level that I'm hoping to play at. So I'm definitely take pride in where I come from.
You're from Charm City Kings?
What?
Charm City Kings?
Charm City Kings?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I seen that movie. I seen that movie.
You know him?
That's
Yeah, he look like him, right?
He look like him? I definitely
Yeah, bro. The first time I see him, that's the first person I thought of, bro. You can't win, Mel. Come back on injury, think he could dunk now.
Now you can dunk.
He clipped for me.
Now you can dunk. That easy like that. And on two.
yeah, you mentioned Pops. Shout out Pops. He always showing you love. Everything, any offer, anything that go good with you, he always showing you love. You went to, did you go to Rectory when you were younger?
Yeah, Rectory School.
Okay, so I went to Putnam, and we used to help them a little bit. So,
Yeah.
so I know that's right near there.
Right.
So I know that's like young. Would you go like 7th or 8th grade, something like that?
Yeah, I went 7th and 8th grade.
7th, 8th grade. Okay.
Both the times.
So you went super early, like to prep school. What was that like? Like I've seen at your games, like great support system. Everybody's there, all your family and stuff like that. What was that like at such an early age to have to like grow up that quick? Like I feel like you could put like other players on that they're like, oh, I want to go to prep school, I want to go to prep school, but they don't think about, oh yeah, you away from your parents and stuff like that. So what was that like?
Nah, being away from my parents from like 7th grade especially during COVID, it was tough. But I watched my dad do the same thing. He got inducted into his Hall of Fame at Cheshire Academy, before I even thought about going to prep school. So just seeing him, make it to the Hall of Fame for hoops at a prep school, it inspired me to, want to go away at a young age and do it even younger than he did. He did it in high school, I did it in 7th grade. So that's definitely something I love about my journey. And being away from my parents during COVID was hard, bro. Like, shoot, we had tech time. We only got our phones for 1 hour a day. When they could visit us, it was 3 hours from New York, 3 hours back. They had to stay 6 feet away from them. I couldn't even give my mom a hug. So being in a situation like that, I think it really helped me grow up. And I'm honestly grateful for that whole experience now because, in the whole era of NIL and, kids got to get agents, at 16, 17 instead of when they're about to go to the NBA. It's sort of like connects a little bit, and it's kind of making me feel like that's what I had to go through.
So let's talk about like the summer. Like clearly summer is a great time to get better. You take a little bit of time. You've been playing every single day for the past month and stuff like that. So let's talk about going into like the Adidas session. You said you guys are 5-3, right?
Yeah.
So you have a chance to win it and stuff like that. How you feeling going into that? Is that like important to you? You've been with New Heights for a long time. Is that like important to you to try to win the Adidas and keep impressing these coaches?
I'm very excited, heading into this 3SCB session for sure. This is my last really chance to, try to finish my AAU season on a high note. So that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. We're going to compete. This is really where all the champions are made of. So just being able to come here with my guys, get them ready, bond a little bit, get ready for this session. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be tapped in. I'm going to Adidas for my first time there, my first time at Adidas. So I'm gonna be there. And then going into senior year, like what's some goals? Like clearly you're gonna want to pick a school. You have like a timeline for that. Obviously you want to make McDonald's, want to make all this stuff like that. But what's like some timeline of events you think?
Timeline with my college season is still up in the air. I got to take a lot of visits, so just being able to single out schools and really talk with my family and just figure out what's important to me is going to be crucial for me. Especially with the transfer portal too, I got to make sure like I'm picking the right school.
That's very important nowadays. Very important.
School that's going to be loyal and just somewhere I can call home for, if it's not 1-2 years, even longer than that. So yeah.
All right, word. Think we good. Great sit down, my boy. Always locked in.